Hello students, welcome to tutoringcluster.com. So in the last video, we have talked about heat conduction. So we have seen heat conduction can take place through solid, liquid as well as through gases. We have also seen the practical examples of heat conduction and the Fourier law of heat conduction. Now in this video, we are going to study about heat convection and the law which is related to it. So let us start with the lecture. So what is heat convection? So basically the movement of fluid molecules, the movement of fluid. Now when we talk of fluid, liquid as well as the gases both comes, right? Fluid means liquid plus gases, right? So the movement of fluid molecules from high temperature region to low temperature region, it is nothing but heat convection. Very simple. So for example, let's say this is a bowl, okay, or a beaker in which water is there, let's say, and let's say you are heating this beaker. Then the water which is nearer to the flame, it is going to heat it up. Now when water is heated, it becomes light, its density decreases. So the lighter water molecule, it starts moving in upward direction. Okay, while the denser molecules which are there at the upper part, it starts flowing towards the lower region. So basically there is a motion of molecule takes place. Okay, movement of fluid molecule takes place from what? Higher temperature region to the lower temperature region. Okay, so this is how the complete water inside the beaker, it gets heated up. Okay, so what is the mode of heat transfer there? Convection. It's a convection. So please remember what is convection. It is a movement of fluid molecules from high temperature region to low temperature region. And it takes place in liquid and gases. Now let us see some examples. So first we have seen a boiling of water, that the molecules that are denser, they move at the bottom, while the molecules which are less dense, they move upward. So basically circular motion of molecules takes place and the water gets heated up, right? Which I have already explained in the previous slide. Now the warm water which is around the equator, it moves towards the pole, while the cooler water at the pole, it moves towards the equator, right? So this is also one example of heat convection. And the third example is about blood circulation in warm blooded animal. So how the blood circulation takes place in warm blooded animals? It takes place with the help of convection, thereby regulating the body temperatures. So these are some examples of convection. So basically you can simply remember the boiling of water, how it takes place. Okay, that is the best and a very good example. So there are basically many practical applications also, like in case of boiler. Okay, so let's say you are having a tube, and let's say around this tube there is a water. Okay, and let's say inside this tube the flue gases are flowing which are at higher temperature. Let's say flue gases are flowing which are at higher temperature. So the transfer of it is going to take place from these flue gases to the water, which are at lower temperature. By what? By which mode? By convection. So there are plenty of applications. You can remember one or two, right? So hope the concept is clear to you. Now let us see the next. What is a Newton's law of cooling? Okay. So the rate equation for convective heat transfer between the surface between the surface and adjacent fluid is given by this law, is given by, see, what does it mean? We have simply seen here. Let's say you are having a steel tube, and inside these steel tubes, let's say the flue gases are flowing which are at higher temperature. Okay, these are what? Flue gases which are at higher temperature. And let's say around this tube, water is there. So how much amount of heat is going to flow from flue gases to this water? That is given by the Newton's law of cooling. Okay, how much amount of heat is flowing between this is your surface and there is adjacent fluid. Okay, water is what? Fluid. So according to this law, Q dot, rate of heat transfer, it is equal to H into A into Ts minus Tf. Okay, now what are all these notation? So Q dot, it is what? Rate of heat transfer. Rate of heat transfer. Okay. Now what is A here? Basically A is area exposed to heat transfer. Exposed to heat transfer. Now, what is Ts? Ts basically a surface temperature. Okay, the temperature here, Ts, it is what? A surface temperature. Surface temperature. And what is Tf? Tf basically it's a fluid temperature. Fluid temperature, which is in contact with surface. So this is your Tf. This is your Ts. Okay, and now what is H? So basically H is a coefficient of convective heat transfer. Coefficient of convective heat transfer. Okay, like we have seen the capital K. Okay, thermal conductivity. So likewise, H is what? Coefficient of convective heat transfer. So what will be unit of H if you find out? It will be watt per meter square degree Celsius. Okay, see what will be H if you calculate H from this, it will be Q dot divided by A into Ts minus Tf. Now check the unit. Unit will be watt. Here it is meter square and this is temperature difference degree Celsius. So watt per meter square degree Celsius. Okay, so this is this statement for Newton's law of cooling. So basically it tells you the rate of convective heat transfer, which is directly proportional to what? It is directly proportional to the area which is exposed to heat transfer as well as to the temperature difference. Okay, temperature difference of surface and fluid. Then you can take a constant, that is H. H is called as coefficient of convective heat transfer, and please remember the unit. Okay, so hope, what do you mean by heat convection? What are the different examples? And the Newton's law of cooling is clear to you. So this is all about heat convection. So in the next video, we will be talking about the third mode of heat transfer, that is radiation. So if you are new to my YouTube channel, please do like and subscribe, and you can also join us on Telegram channel. You can also find the links of previous uploaded videos in the description box. Please go and watch. Definitely it is going to add value to your exam preparation. Thank you.